Hey everybody, Jim Cummings here. Welcome to my podcast, Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We have a great guest for you today. But before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe. Our podcast has partnered with the largest Comic-Con in North America, Fan Expo, the Juggernaut. We're touring all over North America live, so get your tickets and come be a part of the live audience. It'll be fun. Go to fanexpohq.com for the tickets. We'll see you in a city near you, or a little bit away, but you can drive. And with all that said and done, sit back and enjoy today's episode. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. Hello out there, everybody. Jim Cummings here. How is everybody doing out there today on this fine day? Of course, I don't know what day you're actually watching this, but I have to tell you, I had a fun experience not too long ago, a few weeks ago, and I had a chance to be a guest on another podcast, which is very weird, and it's called Bungalow Heaven Railroad, and it's in a garden from a guy who lives in Pasadena. His name is Nick Johnson. And he built this incredible railroad, and it goes back and forth and all over his property in Pasadena, California. I will not give you the address, sorry. But what started as a viral social videos with nearly 100 million views has turned into a really kind of fun show, right? And where he's got a new guest, visits the railroad each episode. And I'm an old railroad guy. I remember when I was a kid, I had a Tonka, and I can't even remember the name of it, but it was really cool. And I just something about railroads, something about a train. Anyway, you can find Bungalow Heaven Railroad on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So I don't know, do me a favor, take a listen to this episode, see what you think about it. Check it out right here.
Hi, Jim. Welcome to the Bungalow Heaven Railroad.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This is great.
So
Gosh,
this
I'm
is
12. I love it. I love it.
Have you ever been to a garden railroad before?
I don't think there are many. No. So no. And do I see bonsai trees?
Yes. Lots of bonsai trees.
Yes.
All the plants are real. That's a question we get a lot.
Yeah.
The gondola that you see there, that was something that was added back in May.
Bye-bye.
And yeah, that's our little Disneyland railroad.
Yes, it is. Look at this. This is wonderful. And they're quieter.
Yes.
I always had a thing for trains. I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. We were right on the tracks. I mean, you pick up a buckeye and throw it and hit a train from my yard.
Did you have a train when you were a kid?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I want to say, now there's two sizes. There's this size, which I like. Yep. And is this HO?
Is G.
The G, okay. And what's the other one, the HOs? Those are smaller?
HO is kind of, I would say, the most common. They're about that big. And then O is Lionel, the Christmas tree with it's like three rails.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the one I had.
Yeah, that's a lot of people had that as a kid. Hi, I'm Nick, and this is the Bungalow Heaven Railroad. For the past 2 years, I've been building a garden railroad in the front yard of my historic Pasadena home and sharing short videos of this tiny world with millions of people around the globe. In this new video podcast, I invite a special guest each episode to visit the railroad, learn how it works, drive a train, and talk about creativity, storytelling, and the joy of building things that move people. If you're listening to this as an audio-only podcast, just imagine you're sitting on the porch with us during the conversation as the trains roll peacefully through the garden below. In this first episode, I'm thrilled to welcome Jim Cummings, one of the most prolific and influential voice actors in entertainment history. For more than 4 decades, Jim's voice has shaped animation, film, television, music, and video games on a scale few performers have ever matched. He's best known as the longtime voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, roles he has carried on for nearly 40 years. He has also brought characters to life across countless beloved shows and films, and even contributed his voice to Disney Parks attractions, including Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and Galaxy's Edge. Please join me in welcoming Jim Cummings to the Bungalow Heaven Railroad. So I didn't grow up thinking that I would do this.
No?
Build a railroad in my yard.
I grew up thinking you were going to do this.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I appreciate the confidence in me. My uncle had this, actually, a lot of this railroad in his yard since I was a kid. So all this track was his. So a lot of these steam engines were his. And, you know, that's my connection to it. And so a few years ago, he asked me if I would carry on his legacy of the trains. And he gave us everything, which was super nice of him.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't beat the price.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is there an early version of that for you when you realized that your voice was going to be your path in life?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to do what I wound up doing, and still do, is I knew when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
I told before, Jack Benny, old-time comedian, had Mel Blanc, the great Mel Blanc, on a show as a regular, and and he would do bits and do voices, obviously, and my dad says, you see this guy here? He's Mel Blanc. He does that Tasmanian Devil, Bugs Bunny, and Daffy Duck, and all those voices that you like on Saturday morning. So on the spot, I said it before. I said, well, I'm gonna do that.
Wow.
And he said, oh, okay. But what are you going to do for a living? That. Okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, what do you argue with the 5-year-old? So I did.
And you ended up doing Tasmanian Devil, right?
And I ended up doing Tasmanian Devil, yeah. Yeah, a few. Not many Warner Brothers, but a lot of Disney.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll knock on wood. I have an odd bucket list, in life. I always wanted to be a deckhand on a Mississippi riverboat. I did that. And I wanted to design and paint Mardi Gras floats, so I did that.
Wow.
In New Orleans. And ride the rails, quote unquote.
Yeah.
From knowing about it, because I mean, literally it was, I don't know, maybe 2 football fields away.
Yeah.
The tracks themselves from where I was born. And it was a very fancy neighborhood. No, it wasn't. And I just, it was just such a romantic and sort of, it felt very Mark Twain-ish.
Yeah.
To me, and I'm a big fan of Mark Twain.
So I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and many of the cartoons that I watched as a kid.
You were sick of me.
Your voice was in them. Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Rescue Rangers, Cat Dog. I've been watching some Darkwing Duck because it's on Disney Plus and
Excellent
singing
work,
the
citizen.
theme. Haley,
keep up the good work.
My wife is not happy about me. The Darkwing Duck.
When there's trouble, you call TW.
So these were iconic shows and characters, of my childhood. And with this railroad, the boundaries for me is the size of the yard, where the fence line is, the climate that we live in. But everything inside is, has come from my imagination of where I decide the track's gonna go and what trees I put in. When you're handed a character that no one has ever heard before, how do you approach that, and what are your guardrails in the creative process?
Well, I don't have any guardrails. Nothing, no holds barred. And whenever I first see a character, there's 2 things to look at: the physicality, what character looks like, and you can, in other words, if he's a big 300-pound, 7-foot-tall, fill in the blank, it's obviously you maybe give him one of these, but it might be fun if you just give him a little teeny voice like that, because it goes against type. So it depends, and if he's a good guy, if he's a bad guy, if he's a sarcastic guy like Darkwing Duck, he's not super big, he's not super small, so I just wound up somewhere in the middle, and I informed him, let his personality inform the voice, and and he's kind of sarcastic. He's got a good sense of humor, but he's sarcastic, and so he's probably okay, fine, whatever, and you just blend all that together, all these personality traits, and hopefully whatever comes out, they buy. Yeah.
Tailspin is another one that, because, if you can believe it, that I'm into trains, I'm also into airplanes. And Don Carnage, he's a fun character.
Yes, my favorite guy. I love him. He is dos mucho, which is, of course, French.
Yeah.
Glad you like him. He's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
It's fun to have. It's I don't know if I do equal amount of good guys and bad guys. I never thought of it, but bad guys are fun.
Yeah.
Because they get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And they're kind of expected to, so it's never a letdown.
Yeah.
You saw that one coming. And bad guys do have fun.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That's nice that you get to do a mix of both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do one Winnie the Pooh, and then I could do like 5 bad guys and still break even.
Yeah.
Because Pooh's such a good guy.
Yes. Yeah.
So it works.
We just did the Winnie the Pooh ride at Disneyland the other day, and
Oh yes. Did you have a smack roll? There's honey right next door, I believe, for sale. I
nice.
could be wrong.
that's our new fire lookout tower.
Oh,
It's just,
okay.
It's
Remember, only you can prevent forest
that's right. Yeah, so you did that
That
voice,
was me.
right?
Yeah, I was Smokey the Bear for years.
Wow.
I just noticed the water
How did-
feature.
Yes, this is our little lake that also doesn't work that great, but
it's wet.
I bought a couple little buckets of concrete, dug a hole, and used my hands with rubber gloves, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, do you want to drive a train?
Here we go. Sure.
All right. So let's go back.
Do I
to
dare?
Yeah.
All right, I'll follow you.
And if you stop, then you can put it in reverse, send it backwards.
Oh, okay. And is that the accelerator too?
Yeah. So you just
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think we want forward, right?
or yeah, one more time. Now you're in
Okay.
reverse. There you go.
That's really cool. I like how it gets out of your eye line every now and then.
Yeah. And you don't have to steer it, so
No.
it's
It
either-
knows where it's going.
Yeah.
How do it know? There you are. Oh yeah, well you could just do this all day.
Yeah.
Is he coming back ever?
It will.
Okay. I was thinking I screwed up your.
No.
It's going to the actual Santa Fe.
So here comes the yellow one, and then yours will be right behind it.
Aha.
We're like racing
That's
trains.
really something. I guess I can lay that down and
Yeah.
take a picture. It's a busy day down here, folks. Down at the tracks. Right, Nick?
Yep.
There you go. Woot, woot. All aboard for Anaheim, Cucamonga, and Azusa. Name that famous cartoon character. Okay. We're alone now. But wait, there's more. Woot, woot. Yes. That is just too good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're a pro.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Oh, yeah. It's just that easy. I'm a pro at sitting here watching. Yeah, I've sat before.
Yeah. Anyone who's seen my railroad can probably guess that I'm a big Disney fan, and a lot of this world and our railroad pulls inspiration from the park when we go and visit. I believe you've contributed to attractions at the Disney parks, including
Oh, yeah.
Hondo Ohnaka for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Yes.
What was it like reimagining a character for a physical space instead of a TV screen, and did the process differ from
Not at all.
animation?
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to change anything,
Yeah.
because that's, the fact that he was the way he was, and sarcastic and slightly tricky, all those traits are what got him there.
Yeah.
So you don't want to change it.
Yep.
You want to give the customer what they're looking for, and it's an amazing thing. It's funny. I have an investment opportunity for you, my friend. All you have to, I'll tell you what, give me all your money, and I will make sure it is spent very wisely. And I promise to keep you posted.
Yeah, I'm sure. Was it a long time in the making when you knew about that ride, you know, from before it gets announced?
No, I remember it was so crazy that Disney called me down to go to Imagineering, which is over in Glendale, and they're walking me through this incredible. Now, when you're making a movie, you're familiar with storyboards and things like that. They're almost like big giant posters of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And my agent told me, he said, well, they're thinking in terms of using Hondo on a ride. They might do it. We're not sure. I said, oh, okay. Oh, well, so what am I doing? Well, they want you to go down and walk you through some stuff and see how if you like it. And I was like, of course I like it. I like it and I haven't seen it yet. You know, and I went down, they're kind of pitching me. They're going, now we're thinking, now let me know what you think of this. And is having him do this and that and have him greet people, but then he's going to appear on a thing. Now, I don't know, does that sound on a screen? Is that going to be okay? And I go, yeah, this is great. And I realized they were pitching me the idea. And I go, just so you know, I think this is great. If you're waiting on me, I say full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Let's start recording. You know, I had that happen too with the movie Winnie the Pooh. They were pitching me this movie, and I go, you can't. It feels like you're pitching me. They go, well, is it something you want to do? And I go, you couldn't stop me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's what I do.
And
anyway,
what was it like when you went on these attractions that you've worked on? Is it fun to?
It was amazing. I didn't think it was going to be that cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember as a kid, much younger, going to Disneyland, and Mr. Lincoln was there. He was up and he gave the Gettysburg Address at the Hall of Presidents, or I can't remember what it was called. But he was there, and I remember one time I went there and he went, 407 years ago, our forefather came. Whoa, here we go. You know, and it was sitting there, and this is, you know, and I envisioned that.
Yeah.
You know, and so when I finally went in to see the ride, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, I walked there, you know, where you walk in, and there's a part where you walk, there's a part where you kind of stand and they move you. And it's really unbelievably cool. If anybody gets a chance to go, I can't recommend it enough. But there is a part where Hondo's up there and he's giving orders and doing this and that and holding forth and giving a speech to the people on the other end of the line. And he turns around and he goes, oh, I didn't see you there. And he turns around and walks over and looks down at all the people down there. And I go, whoa, because I'm still used to Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know, and Mr. Lincoln was not there.
Yeah.
But Hondo was. He just turned around and walked over and gave you hell. How you doing? What are you doing? Okay, all right, come on, everybody. Buckle up. We're going for a ride. We don't have to tell Solo. We don't want him to worry about us. You know, and you go and you steal a bunch of stuff and Hondo gets to keep it.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and then you come up on the screen at the end and tallies up your damages.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's amazing.
You've been the voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger for many decades now. How did you step into those roles, and what does it feel like to carry on characters that are so deeply woven into people's childhoods?
Well, it's an honor. It's an honor for me. You know, at the time when I first auditioned for Pooh and Tigger, it was 20 years since they had shown up from the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It was not New Adventures, but it was Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, Winnie the Pooh and A Day for Eeyore, and Winnie the Pooh. There were those 3 shorts that they made, and they put the 3 of them together to make a feature-length movie, and they won an Academy Award in the early 60s, mid 60s. And then for some reason, they just didn't do anything for like 20-some years, which I was grateful for because it gave me a chance to grow up, and then I could audition for them because, you know, I couldn't have done that in junior high.
Yeah.
So, and I ended up getting the role of Winnie the Pooh, and I don't think anybody expected it to blossom like it did, because one series led to another. And then okay, well, now we're going to do an attraction for Tokyo Disneyland. Now there's, well, one for Disneyland. Don't forget Paris, you know, and it's one project after another. And they keep coming up with the Tigger movie,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a beautiful thing. And I'm just blessed and very grateful, eternally grateful. So, yeah.
Well, you do a great job
Well,
with
thank
all of your voices.
Thank you. Did you have to make each little board, or
Yes. Yeah.
because it looks, I mean, this almost has to be custom because
Yeah.
there's no kit.
It's a very custom hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a kit. Can I have the standard incredible trestle, and I need a water tower, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like, no,
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it's a very enjoyable because it's very creative. You know, you get to decide where the track goes.
yeah.
And the other thing that other garden railroaders that I've had visit that we've talked about is that every person's garden railroad is it's the same medium, but it's your own
Gotta be unique
interpretation
because,
of
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, just by virtue of the terrain, it's going to be necessarily different,
Yeah.
I would think, right?
And I really love the gardening part of it. And again, with making the videos, having lots of lush greenery and trees.
Well, I like bonsai too.
Yeah.
I have a couple that I've had for a long, long time, and it's really rewarding.
Absolutely. Did you notice the two redwoods here?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so those,
That's so cool.
yeah, those were at a nursery in Pasadena. They were about 8 feet tall, kind of sad and dying.
Really?
Got them for really cheap, cut them down about a year ago. And this one I wanted to look like an old growth with the kind of, you know, dead wood up towards
Sure.
the top.
Like it's been hit by lightning.
Yeah. So my railroad started as a curiosity. I didn't have a master plan for this. That's a question I get a lot. If I had, you know, track plans and drew it out, we just kind of went with it. It was a very artistic process.
Well, plus I think the terrain would dictate to a certain extent,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and what's cool about ours is that it was really just a flat yard. So all the
good.
miniature mountains and hills you see I built those, you know,
Oh, that's
with lots
great.
of shovel and lots of sweat and work to.
Boy, I bet.
Yeah. So for
Lots
someone,
of neighbors going, "What are you doing?"
yes, yes, and when it's
You'll
100
see.
degrees out,
Oh, wow. Okay.
but had to keep
and
going.
how long have you had this baby going?
Close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years, yeah.
And like I said, it will never be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. So for someone young who feels that creative pull but doesn't know where to start, what advice do you give?
Well, it's always the same. If you have a local theater, like I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, we had the Youngstown Playhouse, and they had children's theater department, and then there was the adult, and it was not professional. We're all amateurs. Nobody was being paid, and that's how I started. When I was a kid, I'd be 10 years old. I didn't want to be the young prince. I didn't want to be the farm boy next door or whatever. I wanted to be the wizard or the troll who lived under the bridge or something, you know. And it just extended my imagination, kind of pushed it to the limits, because, you know, you look at a 10-year-old boy and he's only going to sound so many ways. But if maybe it's a 10-year-old gremlin, well, that might be a little different. You know, that might be,
Yeah.
you know, come up with a different voice for that.
It was such an honor to have you come visit the railroad, and we're so happy that you got to see it.
Good stuff. Same here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.